Electromagnetic induction, electricity from magnetism. In earlier sections, we have learned that when an electric current is passed through a conductor, a magnetic field is produced around the conductor. Faraday thought since a magnetic field is produced by an electric current, it should be possible to produce an electric current by the magnetic field. He performed a number of experiments and observed that whenever there is a change in the number of magnetic field lines linked with a conductor, an electromotive force, EMF, is developed between the ends of the conductor which lasts as long as there is a change in the number of magnetic field lines through the conductor. This phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. Note: the number of magnetic field lines linked with the conductor is called the magnetic flux linked with it. Experiment. You'll need an insulated copper coil wrapped around a cardboard tube, as depicted in Figure 9.20. Connect the ends of the coil to a center zero galvanometer. Now, take a strong bar magnet and insert its south pole into the coil along its axis. When you do this, you'll notice the galvanometer needle move, typically to the left as shown in the diagram. However, once the magnet stops moving inside the coil, the galvanometer needle stops deflecting. Now, if you quickly pull the magnet out of the coil in an upward direction, you'll see the galvanometer needle move to the right, as illustrated in Figure 9.21. If you keep moving the magnet up and down within the coil, the galvanometer needle will oscillate, moving from the center zero position to the left and then to the right. Once the magnet stops moving relative to the coil, the induced electromotive force, EMF, also stops. This kind of current generated within the coil because of changes in magnetic flux is known as induced current. The induced current alternates in direction since it changes along with alterations in the magnetic flux within the coil. Explanation of the production of induced current. In a copper coil, each copper atom's outer shell contains 2 electrons. These electrons, known as valence electrons, are only weakly bound to the atom's nucleus, allowing them to move freely within the copper metal in any direction. However, because there's no overall flow of electrons in a specific direction, there's no current in the copper coil. However, the force acting on the electrons only persists as long as the applied magnetic force keeps changing. If the applied magnetic force stops changing, the electrons will no longer experience any force and will stop moving in a particular direction. As a result, the current produced due to the motion of electrons ceases.